Hi everyone. Today we are going to discuss about a problem for income from house property, let out property for residence and commercial. Okay, this is the third session of income from house property. Already we are exercised if vacant period available, if unrealized rent available in the problem. Okay. Next one, this is the another important one is if standard rent is available in the problem. If standard rent is available in the problem, then the taxable income from house property is to be calculated as under. Okay, standard rent. You know very well what is meant by standard rent. Standard rent means here, so the Rent Control Act. Okay, the Rent Control Act fixed by the standard rental value. Okay, so here look at the problem. It is calculate taxable income from house property of X for the assessment year 2020-2021. Fair rental value 84,000, municipal rental value 72,000, standard rental value 80,000, actual rental value 1,20,000, unrealized rent 30,000, municipal taxes paid 10,000, interest on loan, that means loan construction for the house, okay, 20,000, ground rent 10,000, annual charges 5,000. Okay, the main important thing in this problem is standard rental value is there. Okay. For calculation of taxable income from salary, we have to be followed two procedures. One is calculation of gross annual value. Second one is calculation of taxable income from house property. First one, calculation of gross annual value. For calculation of gross annual value, two steps is required. One is, for calculation of gross annual value, when standard rent available in the problem, then 3 steps is required. Actually 2 steps is required whenever the standard rental value is not available in the problem. But in this problem the standard rental value is available. That's why for easily calculation of gross annual value 3 steps is required. One is expected rental value, higher amount of the following. Okay, first one, municipal rental value, fair rental value, expected rental value. Next one, step 2, least amount of the following. Okay, expected rental value in step 1, standard rental value. Next one, third one, gross annual value, higher amount of the following. Okay, least amount in step 2, second one actual rental value, therefore gross annual value. Okay, if standard rental value available in the problem, then the 3 steps is required for easy calculation of gross annual value. Okay, that is the main thing in this problem. Right, are you understand this one? I think you are understand. Once again I am telling that standard rental value is available in the problem. If the standard rental value available, then for calculation of gross annual value 3 steps is required. For calculation of gross annual value 3 steps is required. Step 1, as usual, expected rental value. Expected rental value, higher amount of the following: municipal rental value, fair rental value. Step 2, least amount of following: expected rental value, standard rental value. Next, step 3, gross annual value, least amount in step 2, actual rental value, therefore gross annual value. So that means whenever the gross standard rental value available in the problem, 3 steps is required: step 1, step 2 and step 3. Right. The procedure is the common, okay, for calculation of taxable income from salary, income from house property. Calculation of taxable income from house property, okay, gross annual value minus municipal taxes, net annual value less deductions under section 24. One is standard deduction under section 24A, second one is interest on loan under section 24B. It is the common for this. Okay, first one, look at the first one. It is calculation of gross annual value. For calculation of gross annual value, step 1, expected rental value. Expected rental value is higher amount of the following is to be treated as a expected rental value. First one, municipal rental value. How much? 72,000. 72,000 rupees. Next one, fair rental value. How much? 84,000. Look at the first point in the problem. Fair rental value. How much? 84,000. So higher amount of the following is to be treated as a expected rental value. What is the higher amount in this? 84,000. So rupees 84,000 treated as a expected rental value. Rupees 84,000 is to be treated as a expected rental value. Because why? It is 72,000 and fair rental value is 84,000. So 84,000 is to be treated as a expected rental value. It is the higher amount. Next, least amount of the following. First one, expected rental value is equal to 84,000. Second one, standard rental value. How much? 80,000. Okay, right. Least amount of the above, not highest amount, higher amount. Least amount of the above. How much it is? 80,000 only. 80,000. Next, step 3, gross annual value. Gross annual value, higher amount of the following. Point 1, least amount in step 2. Least amount in step 2 is 80,000. Least amount in step 2 is 80,000. Okay, next, second point, actual rental value. Second point, actual rental value. Look at that. Actual rental value 1,20,000 actually. But unrealized rent is there 30,000. 1,20,000 minus 30,000, 90,000. 90,000 rupees. 90,000 higher amount in step 3. That's why the 90,000 rupees is to be treated as a gross annual value because it is the higher amount. So gross annual value rupees 90,000 is to be treated as a gross annual value because it is the higher amount of the following. Once again I am telling that in this problem the standard rental value is available. When standard rental value is available, for easy calculation of gross annual value, 3 steps is required. Okay, first one is expected rental value, municipal rental value, fair rental value. Here the municipal rental value 72,000, fair rental value 84,000. So highest amount is 84,000. Step 2, least amount of the following. One is expected rental value 84,000. Standard rental value 80,000. So least amount, not highest amount, higher amount, least amount 80,000. Step 3, gross annual value, higher amount of the following. Least amount in step 2 80,000. Actual rental value 1,20,000. But unrealized rent is there na 30,000. That's why 1,20,000 minus 30,000. So 90,000 actual rental value. So least amount in step 2 80,000, actual rental value 90,000. So higher amount in step 3 is 90,000. That 90,000 rupees is to be considered as gross annual value. This is the gross annual value. Right. Procedure 2, calculation of taxable income from the house property of X for the assessment year 2020-2021. Right. Gross annual value. What is the amount of gross annual value here? Gross annual value 90,000. Right. 90,000. Next one, municipal taxes paid. How much? 10,000. Therefore, 80,000 rupees 80,000 is to be treated as net annual value. Gross annual value, how much? 90,000. 90,000. Municipal taxes, how much? municipal taxes. Look at this one. 10,000, 10,000, 80,000, 90,000 minus 10,000, 80,000 is to be treated as a net annual value. Right. Net annual value 80,000. Next one. Deductions under section 24. Deductions under section 24. Right. Standard deduction. Standard deduction allowed 30% on net annual value. You know very well. That's why 80,000 into 30 by 100, that is equal to 24,000. Next one, interest on loan under section 24B. Right, interest on loan for construction of a house 20,000. So it is allowed deduction 20,000. Total 44,000. This 44,000 deducted from net annual value of 80,000. So then we find out 56,000. Rupees 56,000 is to be treated as a taxable income from house property. Once again, calculation of taxable income from the house property of X for the assessment year 2020-2021. Gross annual value 90,000. Municipal taxes 10,000. 90,000 minus 10,000. Net annual value 80,000. Standard deductions under section 24. First one, standard deduction or statutory deduction under section 24A. So we are allowed 30% of standard deduction on net annual value. So 80,000 into 30 by 100, that is equal to 24,000 rupees. Next one, interest on loan. Okay, interest on loan for construction of house 20,000. The 20,000 total amount 24,000 plus 20,000. So 44,000. So the 44,000 rupees deducted from the net annual value of 80,000. 80,000 minus 44,000, rupees 56,000 is to be treated as a taxable income from house property. Okay. So the main thing, the main interesting point in this problem is standard deduction. So if the standard deduction is available in the problem, for calculation of or for easy calculation of gross annual value, 3 steps is required. Actually 2 steps is required whenever the standard deduction is not available, whenever the standard rent is not available. If the standard rental value available in the problem, for easy calculation of gross annual value, 3 steps is required. One is expected rental value, higher amount of the following: municipal rental value, fair rental value. Step 2, least amount of the following: expected rental value, standard rental value. Step 3, gross annual value, higher amount of the following: least amount in step 2, actual rental value. So this is the procedure whenever standard rental value available in the problem. Okay, so this is one of the example for if standard rental value available in the problem. In that moment, we have to be calculate taxable income from house property. Okay, like this. Thank you. Okay, this is another important one. Look at the problem. It is calculate taxable income from house property of X for the assessment year 2020-2021. Let out for rupees, that means actual rental value for rupees 90,000 per annum. Municipal rental value rupees 84,000 per annum. The landlord means X is the landlord. However, incurs the following expenses on tenants' amenities. So the landlord of X expended some of the amounts for amenities provided to the tenant. Okay, that is water charges 1,000, lift maintenance 1,000, salaries of garden 1,200, lighting of stairs 800. So these 4 amenities provided, okay, for tenant, okay, so by the owner of X. So whenever owner expended some of the amount, listen carefully, whenever owner provided some of the amenities to the tenant, for that purpose, if the owner expended some of the amount for providing of amenities, then that expenditure allowed deduction from actual rental value. That's why here 1000, 1000, 2000, 3200 plus 800, total 4000 rupees deducted from actual rental value. So then the actual rental value is to be treated as 90,000 minus 4,000 is equal to 86,000. 86,000 is to be treated as a actual rental value. Once again I am telling that this is a amenities expenditure. Okay, don't forget it, that one. Once again I am telling that the most important one is information in this problem is amenities provided by the owner of X to the tenant. For providing of amenities, X paid 4,000 rupees here. That 4,000 rupees allowed to deduct in the amount of actual rent. Actual rent of rupees 90,000. That is the meaning of that. Okay, right. The landlord claimed the following deductions. Pre-construction interest. This is also one of the important one. Already I am telling at the time of introduction class, whenever the pre-construction interest is there, then it is allowed deduction in 5 equal installments. Okay, in 5 equal installments under section 24B. Right. And actual repairs, the actual repairs amount not to be considered for allowed deduction. Once again, look at the problem. It is actual rental value rupees 90,000, municipal rental value 84,000. The landlord, however, incurred the following expenses on tenants amenities. Water charges 1,000, lift maintenance 1,000, salaries to garden 1,200, lighting of stairs 800. The landlord, that means X, claimed the following deductions. Pre-construction interest 40,000, actual repairs 20,000. So the 2 points is very new points here. One is amenities, expenses for amenities. Second one is pre-construction interest. Okay, very very easiest sum. There is no panic situations in this problem here. Okay, for calculation of taxable income from house property, two procedures is required. Procedure 1, calculation of gross annual value. For calculation of gross annual value, 2 steps is required. Step 1, expected rental value. Step 2, gross annual value. Step 1, expected rental value. First one, municipal rental value. Second one, fair rental value. Okay, what is the municipal rental value available in the problem? Look at that, 84,000. Next, fair rental value not available in the problem, so nil. Higher amount of the following, 84,000. Rupees 84,000 is to be treated as a expected rental value. Right. Step 2, gross annual value. Higher amount of the following, expected rental value. How much? 84,000. Next one, actual rental value. Look at that one. Let out for rupees means, so it is received actual rental value. So how much it is actual rental value? 90,000. 90,000 minus water charges 1,000. Next one, lift maintenance 1,000 minus salary of gardener 1,200 minus lighting of stairs 800. Total 4,000 deducted from 90,000. Okay. Then 90,000 minus 4,000, 86,000. Higher amount of the following, 86,000 is to be treated as a gross annual value. Only amenities expenditures are allowed deduction from actual rental value. Don't be forget that one. Other expenses are not allowed for deduction. Amenities expenses are only allowed for deduction from actual rental value. Okay. So actual rental value 90,000. So these are all amenity expenditures. Okay. So expenses. So that's why 1,000, 1,000, 1,200, 800. Total 4,000 deducted from 90,000. So the actual rental value is 86,000. Gross annual value, higher amount of the following. One is expected rental value, actual rental value. Actual rental value is to be treated as a gross annual value. How much? 86,000. Are you understand? Right. Calculation of taxable income from house property of X for the assessment year 2020-21. Gross annual value. How much? Look at this. 86,000. Next. Municipal taxes. There is no municipal taxes available in the problem. Dash 86,000. Right. Gross annual value minus municipal value. Net annual value. Right. Deductions under section 24. First one. Standard deduction under section 24A. 86,000 into 30 by 100. Okay, 30% standard deduction allowed on net annual value. So 86,000 into 30 by 100. 25,800. Right. Next one. Interest on loan. Okay. Pre-construction loan 40,000. So this one is the pre-construction loan. That means loan taken before the construction. That's why it is allowed in 5 equal installments. That's why divided by 5. So 8,000. Total 33,800. Okay. So 52,200 is to be treated as taxable income from house property. Taxable income from house property. Once again, this is the most important topic. The 2 points is there in this problem. Okay. Look at that one. Calculate taxable income from house property of X for the assessment year 2020-2021. Let out for rupees 90,000. Municipal value 84,000. The landlord of X, however, incurs the following expenses on tenants' amenities. Okay. Water charges 1,000, lift maintenance 1,000, salaries of garden 1,200, lighting of stairs 800. So 1,000 plus 1,000 plus 1,200 plus 800. So total amount amenity expenditures, okay, 4,000 allowed deduction from actual rental value. The actual rental value 90,000 minus 4,000, 86,000 is to be treated as the actual rental value. Okay. The landlord claims the following deductions. Pre-construction interest 40,000. Pre-construction interest 40,000 means here loan taken before construction of the house. So this interest allowed deduction in 5 equal installments. So 40,000 divided by 5, that is equal to 8,000 interest on loan allowed for the assessment year 2020-2021. Actual repairs. Actual repairs are not allowed for deduction. Look at the first one. For calculation of taxable income from house property, two procedures is required. One is calculation of gross annual value. Second one is calculation of taxable income from property of house of X for the assessment year 2020-21. First one, for calculation of gross annual value. Step 1, expected rental value, higher amount of the following. First one, municipal rental value 84,000, fair rental value, no information regarding this. That's why higher amount of value 84,000. Next one, gross annual value, higher amount of the following. First one, expected rental value 84,000. Next one, actual rental value, but actual rental value is 90,000. But amenity expenditures are deducted from this. 90,000, water charges 1,000, lift maintenance 1,000, gardener salary 1,200 and lighting upstairs 800. The total 4,000 rupees deducted from the actual rental value. Then the actual rental value is 86,000. So, higher amount of the following 86,000 is to be treated as a gross annual value. Let them see now calculation of taxable income from the house property of X for the assessment year 2020-21. Gross annual value 86,000. Municipal taxes, there is no information regarding municipal taxes in the problem, so nil. Net annual value 86,000. Deductions under section 24. First, standard deduction under section 24A. You know very well, 30% deduction allowed on net annual value. So, 86,000 into 3,500, that is equal to 25,800. Next one, interest on loan 24 under section 24B. But interest taken before construction of the house, that's why it is allowed in 5 equal installments. So, 40,000 divided by 5, 88,000. Total 25,800 plus 8,000, 33,800. So, 86,000 minus 33,800, 52,200 is to be treated as taxable income from house property. Okay? Thank you very much.